Another night of racing at Maryborough tonight. This is probably going to be our second last meeting or so for the season. So we've got a small field of cars tonight. I think there's 12 cars. We're running 2 8-lap heat races, and I think we've got a 12-lap A main. So very, very short A main really. So yeah, basically we just sort of want to get through the night with no damage and finish up as far as we can in the heat, so we can get a chance to start at the front of the final, because otherwise you're going to run out of laps at the end of the day. So yeah, shouldn't be a bad night. Hopefully have a good night of racing. There's a fair few classes on, so get through the night and yeah, get through the end of the season okay. Just stopped in to get some fuel for the race car and for the Ram. We're only about 15 minutes away from the track now, so once we get there we'll get the car unloaded, get it through tech, and once we've done that, racing starts at 3:30, so nice and early. So we'll get straight into it, and yeah, should be a good night's racing. About to head up and have a look at the track conditions for tonight. What do you reckon about tonight, Mum? Going to be a good night's racing?
I hope so.
Should be good. I'm excited. So see how we go. Flat at the moment, a little bit moist on top. I'm sure that'll get flicked off after Grand Parade, or rolled in at least anyway. So hopefully it's pretty good track straight out of the box, and it's not too sloppy first heat or anything like that, and get some good racing in. But yeah, there she is.
Casey's first heat race. He's starting at a 4th position, so hopefully he can go from there.
Just finished heat 1, started in 4th position, got a good start, got into 3rd. From there, it was a fairly sloppy racetrack on the bottom, so it was fairly one-laned, but got into 3rd, made the pass for 2nd on the last lap. There was an incident on the last lap, so obviously go back 1 lap and lose that position, and the race was declared. So unfortunately, yeah, ended up running 3rd. That's not a bad position to finish in the first one. Hopefully the track comes a little bit better for the 2nd heat, and can move up a few spots and hopefully get a good starting position for the final.
Just making a couple of changes before Case goes out for his next heat. What changes are happening, Case?
The track's gotten a little bit faster, so it's fairly hooked up out there, so we're just trying to loosen the car up a little bit so it's not too tight. And we're coming from the back this one, so we want to make it as drivable as possible to try and, you know, make up a couple of positions. So just see how we go. Hopefully this works and we're out to front someone for the final.
Getting ready to go out for our 2nd heat. Getting all the gear on. How's the track looking out there, Jade?
Yeah, good.
Good.
What am I out of this one? I think. What am I out of this one?
7th out of this one, starting 7th.
Track was fast like we expected, and I think we did the right things with the car. But yeah, I don't know what happened off the start. Cars were going everywhere, and we actually ended up starting off 9th when we were meant to be starting off 7th. But anyway, got a decent start. Ended up moving my way to 6th, and I don't think there was much passing going on anywhere else. So to move up a couple of positions was good for points-wise in the final. And we'll wait for the grid draws to get done up for the final and see where we're starting off. But yeah, it wasn't a bad run. Car had good speed. I think we had second quickest time in that one. So look, car's got good speed, and all we can do is put it out a good position to the final and see how we end up.
He's still a good feature.
Yeah. one lane-ish with the bottom being fairly sloppy all night, but it seems to come in pretty good there. And look, I had no option to run the top to get around Trent. He was running pretty good on the bottom, so I sent it up there and had a go. But yeah, look, just can't thank our guys that come and help us out all the time. Most of the crew couldn't make it tonight, my mum and dad and Jaden. Yeah, thanks to all the sponsors, appreciate it a lot. And yeah, I'm just glad to get a win on these big body shocks before we got to get rid of them. The car's unloaded from Maryborough now. We had a good run last night. We ended up coming away with the win, so can't complain about that. Next meeting, we'll roll out the mod light and the soup sedan. The mod lights are 1,000 to win, so all the good guys will be there. And look, we can't wait for that. That'll be a good meeting to run around there. Being the first meeting the mod lights are running around the Gladstone track, I think we're all looking forward to it. So should be a good, well-run meeting again. The last one we went there with the super. It was an awesome track and an awesome venue, so we're keen to get back there. We'll roll the super out probably as well. We've had a few issues with the tail shaft and whatnot, so hopefully we've sorted them out. And we can take both cars and hopefully get some seat time in both cars, and mainly the super, because obviously we haven't had too many laps in that, so we'd like to get some laps before the next season starts. Besides that, just can't thank everyone else enough that helps us out and gives us a hand when we need it. All our awesome sponsors, CHAPMAN Auto Repairs, John Collins Electrics, Easy Spray Concrete Resurfacing, Pete Wild Concreting, Art by Mickey, and just all the people that give us a hand at the track, in the shed, everywhere. Mum and Dad put endless hours into these race cars of ours, and all our crew. It's unbelievable. So I can't thank you guys enough. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here and doing what we're doing. So at the end of the day, yeah, good meeting at Maryborough. Hopefully we can roll that same momentum into Gladstone and carry on that speed we had, and end the season on a good note, hopefully. So we'll catch you all trackside at Gladstone, and until then, have fun.